is these actors. I know this has happened in Hollywood before, but these actors lied. Chosen, specifically
really?
Ralph said no Korean characters in part 3.
I actually think he. You know why I think he might be lying, Joe? And I have a theory about this. I said this a lot. I think Yoon's last appearance will be in episode 11. I think episode 11.
Okay,
That's the last time you'll see.
Okay.
But hey, at least you get to see him again, right? No.
You're not Cody. Get out of here. I know who you are. I know the real Cody. That you're not Cody.
Is that his name? Kim Sung-young? Oh,
yeah, Kim Soo-young. Yeah. Why did you say Kim Soo-young originally, and then you changed the spelling of it earlier? You had it spelled the first reason you had it, and then all of a sudden you changed it to different wording.
Yeah, because the reason why I changed to MKSY is because M is Master, K is Kim, Sung-young.
Yeah.
I think this is easier. Yeah. Okay.
We already have 5 people in here. Perfect.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for our other co-host.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a shout out in my video today, Chosen, because you want to know something crazy?
Yeah.
I think you and I can both claim the same theory because you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
When I watched the first 8 minutes, Jake was asking my thoughts and asked me what I thought was going on, and you and I had the exact same prediction at the exact same time.
I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? What if Master Kim doesn't actually? What if he doesn't work with Iron Dragons? What if Master Kim starts a whole-on war at the Valley against Iron Dragons, Miyagi?
Well, that's what we want, man. So I mean, I think it just makes sense.
Yo, what's up, Rob? What's up, theaters?
Yeah. So
now here's the thing, Joe. Here's the thing, though. I still think we'll get that fight that me and you were talking about. How I think Silver Wolf will still fight the good guys. I think that's still gonna happen, but that's gonna change when this guy comes to the Valley.
Yeah. You think they'll be fighting before, and then Master Kim will show up, and then they're all gonna change?
They're all gonna change. They're all gonna go after him now, and even Silver's gonna go after him.
That's me.
You know what? Let's do a whole on game.
I would have thought a fucking 150-year-old man was gonna be whooping all our characters' asses like nobody's business.
What's up, Richard?
I don't think
Yoon's gonna have a big part in part 3. Oh,
he's. But here's the thing, though.
Hey, Retro.
In terms of the tournament, yes, he's not going to be in the tournament. But do we know for sure that the Korean Cobra Kais are going to be outside the tournament? That's the question people need to ask. Because you don't know.
We don't know. That's the thing. Hey, what's going on, Rod? That's the thing we don't know because Yoon could very much. Ooh, I just had a theory.
Go ahead.
You know how we were talking about the big brawls going on like at like another like house fight, but at Miyagi prison?
Yeah.
It might be, even if they're not on the same team, it might be a free-for-all. So it might be Iron Dragons, Korean Cobra Kai, Miyagi-Do mixed with OG Cobra Kai.
They're all free-for-all. Like, they're all golden. They don't care.
So you're getting Korean Cobra Kai doesn't care if they hurt. I mean, I think they wouldn't necessarily hurt Miyagi. Well, it depends it depends, because would Yoon be willing to throw all the teachings that he had out the window from Kim Da-eun?
I actually think Yoon is going to go after Axel. I think Yoon's going after Axel.
That's what I'm wondering. Is like, if he was in this situation, would Yoon be able to follow every single order from Kim Soo-young instead of from Sensei Kim? Because Sensei Kim wanted Yoon to show mercy and wanted him to be different and not be cocky. Theaters, I love that moment. Oh, Chosen, I rewatched the sneak peek again, and I noticed something that made me almost cry in beautiful tears.
Okay.
Not the trailer. I'll explain it in a minute, honey. So we got a sneak peek, right? As you guys know, in the footage when there's a beautiful montage when Johnny is training Robbie. Robbie throws the first time in the history of the show. He's never thrown it before. He throws a fucking tornado kick, guys, and I almost cried.
Oh
Because
yeah, you noticed that before.
You know what? Thank you for bringing that up, Joe. I think he's gonna use that kick on Axel when they fight in the
I think so
tournament.
too. We know he lands multiple kicks. It makes sense that, oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful that he's gonna. Also, I don't know about if they'll do this in the trailer. We'll have to wait for the extra episodes. I have a theory that we could get 3 possible songs through the course of part 3, marketing and throughout the entire part 3 certain episodes. Do you know what my
Okay.
theory is? I
Okay.
think the trailer might be Into the Jungle for the song.
Okay.
That was one of my predictions. And Johnny and Wolf's fight, Johnny's big moment. I think Johnny's going to the guy that wrote the music for Karate Kid, the original one, said that he
You're
wrote
the
a
best.
song called, I think it was either Get Up or Stand Up. And I thought of a theory about why that song makes perfect sense for Johnny's tournament fight. And one of the
Yeah.
reasons why I think it makes sense is we know Johnny's going to do a kip up during that tournament fight.
I want to say something that Cobra Kai Theory said. Cobra Kai Theory. I actually think that I think episode 11 is definitely the aftermath. I think you know the scene, Joe, where we see in the sneak peek we see Gunther talking to the people. I
Yeah.
guarantee that's the ending of episode 11. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I think the person, the Cobra Kai Theater, I think the tournament, the Robbie and Axel fight will be at the end of episode 12.
That would make sense. That would make sense. Let's just hope that if they do it at the end of episode 12, let's just hope that they get this that they get this stuff taken out of the equation as soon as possible, because there's a lot of stuff they have to do in these 5 episodes. And one thing I wanted to address with you is I was talking to someone today, Chosen. There's more people that got early screeners of part 3, and somebody was answering questions on Twitter vaguely, right? And one of the things they confirmed is the scene that everyone doesn't want to see happen. The one thing that everyone predicted that's going to be freaked, that people are all mad if it's going to actually happen. It looks like the explosive thing was a fake leak, because somebody that watched it confirmed he debunked it and said it's not real.
What if he's lying?
He could be lying. That's very possible.
Because there's no way someone would debunk this theory even if it's fake.
But he was spot on when he confirmed other things, which I thought was interesting.
I'm gonna say it's 50-50. I think there's a chance that he could be lying because
that's true. He did confirm some other things I thought was pretty crazy though. There was he couldn't answer directly, but he gave like the eyes emoji, right?
Yeah.
So somebody asked him about Chosen versus Master Kim, and he gave the eyes emoji. And then somebody asked, will Silver win fights in part 3 like he did in season 5? And he gave the eye emoji.
Now, I actually have a feeling that even if Master Kim, he's always this big dude, right? Big villain. When he finds out, right, he's going after the Iron Dragon. When he finds out that Silver's behind the Iron Dragons, he's gonna be like, "Oh, Silver, I'm coming for you." And then Silver's gonna piss himself when he sees Master Kim.
I can't wait for that scene actually. Like, I was already excited to see what their interaction was gonna be like. Now I really can't wait. Oh, I think he will be theaters.
I mean, the sneak peek basically confirmed he will be the announcer.
Yeah, he confirmed it because we got to see everyone, which was.
What are your thoughts on the poster?
So I was trying to talk to you in the thing. If it was the official poster, I would be upset, right?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, hey, look, we're behind on our marketing. Here's a fun poster, right? Because of the 40th anniversary, it makes sense. And because what we know about the tournament, it makes sense to represent the red mats.
I think it might be another poster. When I think the next poster come out, I have a feeling that they might do another one. I think next week. I think next week we're getting another one, the official one.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Chosen. I don't know if this is true, but I talked to a couple people. Keep your eyes peeled today. No, not today. Keep your eyes peeled tomorrow and potentially on Sunday. Because I heard from one of my sources that somebody asked if Sunday counted as a weekday, which it doesn't because it's a weekend, right? And then they kind of like made a hint to like, oh, yeah, that's interesting. And then because they had heard something, and then they had also said something. And then you see John's tweet about the trailer.
Yeah.
He said it would come out on a different day, and he said he wanted it to be a day when it didn't focus on the other Netflix shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree, theaters. So I'm hearing rumors right now, nothing concrete yet, but we could get the trailer tomorrow, or I think my next guess is Monday and Tuesday, and this time it will really happen on Monday and Tuesday.
Pull through.
Yeah, like
with the fans. Oh yeah.
One thing that does have me kind of curious, Chosen,
yeah.
in the past, when that Snake and Gee pops up on What's Up Netflix, even when there's been news for other things, they've always used that to signify a trailer.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I noticed that while we did get news and other things that happened today, I still have a strong suspicion that Gee and that Snake are up there for a different reason. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling there's more.
What's on Netflix is probably like, you know what? Guys, I'm gonna post the Snake and Gee emoji, but I'm gonna trick you guys. I'm gonna give you the sneak peek poster and everything. But don't worry,
It needs to come out next week. Like, you're not going to release the trailer the week of.
Yeah, and something that we were talking about, Chosen, in the live stream earlier, was that I was watching some people comment on Shamoon's video, and I think a lot of the reasons why this trailer is delayed, like, yes, the marketing sucks. Yes, it sucks. We have to wait. But I think the reason they've been holding back on it is I think there's some things that didn't make it into the you falling asleep, Electrolad. There's some things that didn't make it into the leaks that have been hidden that are going to be in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think there's a 50-50 chance that Julie's in this trailer.
And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but why would they put Julie in the trailer? I mean, here's the thing, okay? I feel like a lot of people forgot about the season 3 trailer where they showed Chosen in the trailer. Remember the season 3 trailer where they showed Chosen at the end? They could show Julie Pierce in the trailer. You never know.
I think they might, just because it's Hilary Swank is the fucking biggest star in this entire damn universe. So it just makes sense. And then Peter said, hey, Melissa, let me get you a link.
Yeah, we're going to see Julie Pierce in the trailer. You might be on to something.
And that's only my one guess. I think there might be other things as well as this trailer. Because remember, this is the last trailer ever. So they might market this a little differently than they have in the past. And then let's see. Where's the other comment I was going to read while Melissa gets her link? They did it for the part 1 where they released a poster, but it wasn't an official poster. Oh, that's true. Yeah, because they had the posters for the knife and stuff, right?
Bonsai.
Yeah,
Bonsai.
Hey.
I'm gonna get rid of that.
How's it going? Okay,
Good.
I like the image of Master Kim, but I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Why do they have to make him look like a Yoda?
Oh,
I just think he looks like
But I wanted to say one thing real quick. Jake.
Yeah.
Good.
Let's be honest, okay? Master Kim is going after the Iron Dragons, okay? Let's be honest. Let's take it back.
I'm not so sure about that.
Melissa,
Sure about that.
Melissa, did you watch the first 8 minutes?
Yeah, I did see the clips. I'm not so sure about Master Kim going back to the going after the Iron Dragons because
they confirmed it. They confirmed it.
How did they confirm it?
Master Kim said they took our student, we'll take their student, which he's referring to Axel because the last time we saw Quan with the knife was Axel's fighting him.
Wait. is it this? Wait, are you talking about the clips? I only saw like the
Oh,
four
you didn't
clips
see
that
the
they.
first 8 minutes. Okay,
Oh,
that
you
No.
makes
didn't
sense.
see the first 8 minutes. Okay.
So we saw the first. I found someone that had the thing, and we saw the first 8 minutes. All of us.
I mean, you can
And
describe it like.
Yeah, we can tell you about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
but I
I
was
can
gonna say,
tell you.
let me
There's
say
some
my
good-
thing real quick.
There's some good
I
Sam
think-
news in it for you, so you'll like it.
I
All
actually
right.
here's the thing, Joe. I think Master Kim will go after Iron Dragon because Master Kim said in the 8 minutes, he's like, they took our student, we'll take their student, and
Yep,
he's
I
referring
think
to
so too.
the Iron Dragons. Axel is in big danger. I'm gonna just say Axel is in big danger because I guarantee you something's gonna happen to that boy in the finale, the series finale.
Can you send it to me, Joe? The first 8 minutes.
Yes, I can. Give me 1 sec.
Well,
I'm worried for Axel,
let me
man.
see if
I'm
I
actually
can find
worried.
it. I'll see if I can look for it. Hold on.
Like I'm actually worried for people. I see people say that I don't like Axel. I'm actually worried for this kid, bro, because this guy is gonna go after him. He's gonna send his Korean Cobra guys after him in the
Yes,
series
I can-
finale. Like, I'm calling now.
Let me get
Let
that
me
link
just
out
see if I
here.
can find it.
Link's
Oh yeah,
out here.
Joe, did you? Oh yeah, Joe, did you tell Melissa my theory about the free for all in the brawl?
No, we were just discussing it. So
Oh yeah.
So Melissa,
Yeah, go ahead.
this first 8 minutes no longer we can no longer say that the Korean students.
All right, I found it
were
on
kind of-
Twitter. I found it
Hold
on
on,
Twitter.
Okay, wait.
What you
Did
say,
you
Joe?
did you send it to me, Joe?
Oh, Jake's trying to, right? Did you find it, Jake?
Yeah, it's on Twitter. Here, I got you.
Oh, you got it. You got the whole thing. Okay, good.
Yeah, I
But I was gonna
found
say,
it all.
Joe.
Please.
I was gonna say, Joe. I think this final brawl is gonna be a free fall. I'm gonna say it.
All right, there you go. I found it on Twitter.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself just so I can watch it.
Okay.
Bro, I'm lagging badly, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think we'll get that
Oh,
free
shit,
for
I
all
just
brawl.
realized-
That.
I just realized we're missing one person because he probably didn't see that I posted the link. Oh, Tyrell. Hello, I'll be on the stream a little bit. There's some things I'm busy with. No worries, my friend. Let me get Underground needs a link. I think I forgot Underground. Oh, wait, he should be in the chat with everyone. Maybe he's not. Okay.
Oh, he is.
Okay, it's weird that he didn't see the link though. So
Maybe he's just busy. I don't know.
let me send him the personal one then, so he doesn't just scroll up. Some individuals I send just the personalized one. I'm excited to chat with you, Tyrell. I know you have some great stuff to say. Yeah. Hopefully Axel versus Miguel happens. Oh, it's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
we need to tell him about the Master Kim thing, Joe, because
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him about it. He'll love it.
I want to talk to Tyra about this. I want to talk. I want to tell Tyra my theory, bro. My theory. I want to tell him.
Yeah, of course. Theaters. Yes, you'll get Axel versus Miguel. That's definitely gonna happen. You definitely have a feeling. I can't wait to see what Melissa thinks when she finishes all of it.
Yeah.
They definitely teased at the end of the.
Yeah.
the
At
clip
the end of the
that, you
first
know,
8
he's gonna
minutes,
go
they
after-
definitely confirmed it.
Sweet.
Like I'm telling you,
Like
I actually like that though.
Like the moment that she started to not believe that theory chosen, I literally first thing I asked was, "Did you see the first 8 minutes?"
But here's the
Like,
thing, Jake. Here's the thing, though, Jake. I want to say something about people saying, "Oh, but why are you saying that Silver's not working with the Iron Dragons?" Because that's predictable. Silver working with the Iron Dragons. I'm sorry, Silver, Master Kim teaming up is so predictable. I hope that doesn't happen. It's too damn
Yeah.
predictable.
I also thought about this, Chosen. It makes it more cool with Wolf, even though he temporarily teamed up with Silver because of their alliance, because of the Iron Dragons thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's something I thought about that's kind of crazy. It would really make Wolf, by the end of this situation, especially if he survives, a true lone wolf. So it would make sense that he shouldn't just be teaming up with everyone unless there's a reason for him to team up with someone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and this man up here is going after Axel. I'm saying it. He's in big danger. I'm telling you, bro.
Silver and Master Kim teaming would be unpredictable.
It's not unpredictable though. It's not unpredictable. It's predictable. Like you will see it coming. Like I don't want that to happen. Honestly, I want to be surprised.
Okay, I
with this
did
final
see
part.
that is pretty sick. I did see
Yep.
the scene where Master Kim says that.
Yep.
That
He's
is
going
pretty
after
sick.
him.
But I don't know.
Axel.
Sometimes, like we don't know Master Kim's relationship with Silver. They never showed that. We know he hates Grace, and we know he doesn't like Kim very much. So I have a feeling they didn't show that for a reason. So I don't know. Something's up.
I hope they don't team up. It's too predictable. I don't like that when the show is predictable. I want it to be surprising. I hope they don't do it. Please, writers, don't have these two team up. I would rather have Master Kim.
I like the idea of Master Kim just having an army and just being all by himself.
That makes him a true villain, Palpatine.
Makes it
Yeah, I mean, and that could, but
Palpatine.
yeah, here's the thing though. It has to be just against Cobra Kai and Miyagi, though. I mean, the Iron Dragons could be there, but it's like they're too new for Master Kim to target.
Well, I will tell you the one thing, Melissa, in regards to that. I did talk to someone today, even though we didn't get the trailer today. There was another secret screener that went out somehow. And I talked to someone who they wouldn't give me any details, but they told me that Master Kim and Chosen is definitely happening. Like,
oh, awesome! And you said you got some Sam. You got some news about Sam, right?
yeah. Did you not catch it in the 8 minutes?
No, I didn't see it. Like I saw Kim, Sensei Kim.
They must have not had all the extra stuff in the middle. It just must have just had the Master Kim and the funeral stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's another bit in there with Daniel and Amanda talking after Daniel goes to talk to Anush and Louie about getting the place ready for.
Right, I saw that.
Oh, so in that clip, you listen to the dialogue. Daniel insinuates that he wants Sam to go to college, and that they start looking at colleges for her.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like he's trying to make a deal with someone so that she can get into a specific college.
Maybe I missed that. I might have missed it.
But Joe, can I be honest with you though?
Yeah.
Like I get why people don't like my theory. Like I get it. My theory's dumb, probably. Like yeah, it's dumb. But
I like it. I like it because it's different. I haven't heard it before. I think it's great.
And people forget Cobra Kai is Master Kim's legacy. Like
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people forget. He doesn't care about the Iron Dragons. Why would he all of a sudden care about the Iron Dragons? Like I don't think he's working with them. I'm gonna be honest. They're gonna pull a freaking 360.
Plus, I don't care if they have to put a stunt double in there to make it look cool. One thing I thought about Chosen is, could you imagine, even though the character is like 150 years old, could you imagine if we went fucking Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan with this shit, and you see Master Kim and Silver?
Oh my god, yeah.
Bro, I don't give a fuck if this man is 150-year-old. I want to see this.
I actually want to see that fight. You know what? Frick it. People say they want Silver's down. I want to see this fight, bro.
But dude,
Right.
like literally, the two white-haired badasses literally going out there beating the shit out of each other. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
You know what Master Kim's gonna say? He's gonna say this. You took away my student.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be insane. I remember back when then I seen an image of Tori running and behind was Mike Barnes. When did you see that image? That's interesting. First
I
time
never
heard
seen
of it.
Mike Bronson behind her.
But
Yeah.
but
I think you're talking about William Zaxton.
Okay.
wait, what was that, Melissa?
Yeah, I was confused. I was
Melissa said something and then
What was that, Melissa?
it cut off for a minute.
You were cutting out for a second.
She muted. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you muted.
Must have had to do something.
I heard her trying to say something.
But I just want to, I actually want to see this, bro.
Is it okay if I is it okay if I come off mute?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
wait-
yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I heard the dialogue between Amanda and Daniel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely setting up something for Sam.
I told you that I mean, you and I know we had our conversations back and forth, but this is it, Melissa. It seems like they're gonna find a way to pull that arc together.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think she's going. Honestly, if she's going to college, she's going away to college.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she'll go away to somewhere. Yeah, I'm sure
I actually don't even think she's going away to college. I don't even think she's going to college. Still.
Yeah, we'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah, we have to wait and see. We don't know. We don't know what Sam's ending is gonna be. Like, it could be anything at this point. Like, I'm just gonna say it could be anything. Like,
I mean, honestly, I think that going back to part 2, like she seemed very interested in like in like exploring other parts of the world. I think either traveling the world or going to Okinawa is
I like the Okinawa one.
is
yeah, it could
within their
happen.
cards.
Yeah, the Okinawa one is interesting.
There's
Not
open-
necessarily Cobra Kai theaters. Not necessarily.
Not
That's
necessarily.
that's what Daniel and Amanda's happy and that's what Daniel and Amanda want her happy ending to be, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what it is.
Yeah.
Bro,
Her
Yo,
happy ending
Joe.
could be anything.
Yo, Joe, I love your theory. Master Kim fighting Terry Silver in the series finale. Like, let's get that, please. Like,
I mean,
I want
it'd be
that.
great. It just makes sense.
He's like, you took my students.
You want
I'm
to
gonna
give
come to you.
a good fight because can we be real for a minute, okay? Can we be real? Because I want to talk about something that's been bothering me lately.
Okay.
I know that they've tried to hype us up because of their history, because of Kreese and Silver's history, right?
Yep.
But I'm telling you, this Silver and Kreese fight in episode 14, I actually suspect. I don't want to temper anyone's expectations. I don't want to say, oh, it's going to be this long or whatever. But
Oh, it's going to be the most epic, badass fight that we've ever gotten.
It's going to be badass, but I don't think it's going to be long because I think it's going to be like a samurai duel. I think instead of like, there could be some hand-to-hand combat in there, but I'm kind of thinking it's going to be samurai based, where it's going to be like sword, cling, 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 and then Silver's just going to make quick work of Kreese, and it's just going to be.
But here's the thing, Joe. When he sees this guy, the guy that had my background, that's gonna be different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When he sees Master Kim, it'll be different because Master Kim is just.
I'm really
dangerous.
interested in seeing what Silver is reaction is going to be. I'm really interested in seeing Master Kim and Silver's relationship. We've never seen it. We've never seen
It's
it.
gonna be interesting.
We know Kim hates Kreese, but
Yeah.
but we don't know how he feels about Silver. And I guarantee you that their relationship was probably a lot closer.
Here's the thing, though. I have a Joe. You know how the writers can pull 360 on us, right? All the time. They can do that, right? They throw curveballs at us, right?
Yeah.
I actually think they're gonna make us think that Silver and Master Kim are gonna team up in part 3. But I think, for real though, I don't think they're gonna team up. I don't
Martin
think.
did say.
Oh,
Martin
wait a
did
minute. I just thought of something.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
What if it's Master Kim that kills Kreese, that kills Silver?
oh,
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm saying, like, I don't think those two are gonna be friends. I don't think they're gonna team up. That's why I think Master Kim is gonna kill Kreese, because it makes
Or
sense.
he could. Or here's the thing. Hear this theory out. Master Kim, like we all know, like remember what Chosen said to Daniel about how Master Kim, the reason why Master Kim's style was was banned in the karate world.
Yeah.
And why he was so much at odds with Sato.
Yeah.
And what his style was based on deception. What if he deceived Silver, of all people, as well as the audience, that he is on Silver's side? And just when Silver lets his guard down, that's where we get a fight. That after Silver kills Kreese, when Silver lets his guard down, that's when Master Kim strikes. When Silver's at his weakest, and that's when he kills him.
And what if that's the thing? What if that's the thing that sets, obviously we're going to have a big, there's Underground. Okay. Hey, I'm going to stay in chat because I woke up from a nap, not feeling well, and have a headache. I'm sorry, Underground. I hope you feel better.
I hope you feel better.
But what if they end up having it where not only does Silver get killed by Master Kim, but Master Kim kills Silver in front of all our good guy senseis, so that even though they'll never feel any sympathy for Silver, it shows how legitimate of a threat Master Kim is to the good guys. Because then Chosen goes, "Oh, you killed Ponytail Bastard before I could get my hands on him."
Imagine Daniel's reaction. No, imagine Daniel's reaction. Daniel's reaction is gonna be crazy, man. He's gonna be like, wait, I thought this guy was the villain.
Yeah, you know what I could see? I could see Master Kim unsheathing his sword and just being like,
he's gonna be like, Daniel's gonna probably be like, I thought this guy was dead.
oh, I know. I'm telling you, man, he's gonna underestimate Master Kim. It's gonna be the last mistake of his life.
Daniel's gonna be like, what's the actual fuck?
I will say the most
you were dead.
I will say the most entertaining thing. I would say the most entertaining thing about this entire situation is, did you watch the Kings of Pop Culture stream today, Melissa?
No, I didn't.
I was at work and I almost spit out my water today because Jacob, when he pulled up the picture that Chosen's got up here as Master Kim, he just goes out of nowhere.
I know he looks like. Doesn't he look like Yoda Joe or something?
Oh, like me? Dang, that's crazy.
No. But I mean, he looks like a Yoda. He looks like a white. He looks like a Yoda from Star Wars.
You know what he looks like to me? He looks like fucking Sauron the White, Christopher Lee from fucking Lord of the Rings. That's what it looks like.
That's what I'm thinking of.
And that's what Jacob was saying, and I was dying.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
It was hilarious because Jacob kept looking at his friends and kept going, "How the fuck is this guy alive? It just is he drinking some Lazarus pit
and he's
water?
He's going to a teenager's funeral.
Yep. It's insane, man.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Since I'm mentioning funeral, I feel bad for Quan, bro, because when Sensei Kim said he had no parents and we were he had no parents, and that actually hit me a little bit because I know Quan was an evil person, but he didn't deserve to die. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I don't come and say you can go after me. I don't think Quan deserves to die. Okay, this dude deserves to die.
He didn't. No, he didn't. That was really sad.
Joe, can you imagine when they're about to go into the final battle with Sensei Kim, and Johnny just looks at them, just goes, "Kick this old bitch ass in the face."
You know, another thing I want to say, Joe, about the final. Since we're talking about brawls, right? People want brawls in the series tonight. Yep. I think the final brawl with the kids is going to be a free for all. I don't think it's going to be this person against this person. It's going to be a free for all. I think, here's the thing, Joe. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Iron Dragons versus Korean Cobra Kai versus OG Cobra Kai versus Miyagi-Do. It's a free for all.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. And also, I'm glad you mentioned this because I talked to someone. Me and Alyssa have been talking with a pretty good contact with pretty good important stuff. We've got pretty good leaks, and I'll tell you one thing. I stand by this, and I don't know how he's going to do it because I'm sure he's going to be still in a lot of pain from what happened. We know that happens to him in terms of Robbie. I still think, from when I talked to I think it was Cinema Leaks. I think that we're going to get in this final brawl a true Robbie and Miguel brother team up against Axel because
hell yeah!
because in a tournament, Miguel will finally find a way to beat Axel. It will be bloody, it will be tough, but he's gonna find a way.
Oh
But
hell yeah! I'd love to see it.
when we get to outside the tournament, this motherfucker is gonna be looking for revenge. Like,
Oh yeah!
When he gets whatever happens,
oh my god, Joe. You just gave me an idea. You know how funny would it be while that happens? Yoon comes out of nowhere and he punches Axel in the face. Like Yoon comes out of nowhere and punches Axel in the face. Like Axel's like, "Are you kidding me? I'm fighting these two. Now you come here?" Like,
and imagine after they beat down Axel, we can finally get like a proper like Miguel and Yoon face off.
Do you think part 3 is gonna have?
I actually do think though that by the end, I think Axel's gonna turn over to the good guy side.
He might.
Theaters, I think it's possible. Theaters.
Here's the thing: in terms of brawl, don't think of it as topic because what I think you need to understand is like, look, big budgets and you can go as big as you want, but what makes part 3 so much different than the other parts is that this is the end. And I think that personally, you have to look at it. It's not about going bigger. It's about this will be more personal because not only will this be a big fight, this will be their home turf because we're going to be attacked at Miyagi-Do, the most sacred place in the whole valley. So that's going to be a very big deal for Daniel.
Wait. Oh my, Joe, you just gave me a theory. If that's the case, Joe, what if meanwhile, like Miyagi-Do Cobra Kai, right? The OG Cobra Kai, not the Korean Cobra Kai. They're at the dojo, right? And Iron Dragons comes in and attacks the students. But then you hear Yoon say, "Axel!" Yoon says, "Axel, I want revenge for what you did to Kwon." And Axel's like, what the heck? Like Axel's confused, like what? And Yoon goes after Axel, and then everyone starts fighting each other.
Yeah, I mean, the thing to remember is that when that was an accident. Like he didn't mean to kill Kwon.
But
that's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. Yoon is not going to think that though. He's going to think it's on purpose.
No, I know that. No, I'm talking about in regards to Axel. That's why I think like they wouldn't have given him what they gave him in part 2 if they were going to keep him on the bad side. Like,
yeah, like I think here's the thing. I don't think yes, it was an accident. Like us audience think it's an accident. But Yoon's point of view is gonna think like, oh, this guy did it on purpose. He wants revenge, and he's gonna go after Axel in the series finale.
Yeah, the thing of it is though, also you never really got along with Kwon, so I doubt. Like, I mean, I don't think
we'll watch. You never know. Like that could change. Like I mean, here's the thing.
But
Kwon and Yoon's friendship, like. I know they didn't like each other in part 1, but part 2 kind of changed that for me. Like, I don't know what it was. Or maybe I don't know what was the writers thinking. Like, maybe they should change this in part 2. But if you look at the freaking first 8 minutes, Yoon looks like he's about to cry, bro. Yoon looks like he was about to cry. Like, you can tell. He's, like, sad.
It was definitely emotional for what was going on.
So I'm telling you, he's going to get vengeance. He's going to go after Axel. I'm not putting...
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think that Axel. I think Axel's definitely going to go over to the good guy side because they wouldn't have given him the character. They wouldn't have given him what they gave him in part 2 if he was gonna stay bad. Zara, I think, is gonna stay bad. I think she's gonna stay the way she is. But Axel, I think he is gonna go over to Miyagi-Do. I just because of his connection with Sam.
It could happen.
And it is genuine. It is genuine. Unlike what Zara was with Robbie. It is genuine.
Yeah.
He does.
What, actually? Joe, remember how I complained about how I didn't like how they kill off Kwon because you don't have a male villain?
Yeah.
This is their chance to have Yoon be the villain, the male villain. This is their chance.
That's what they might do because I'll be honest. I actually really like this because even though he had a nice bond with Tori, we saw potential for how dangerous Yoon could be when he puts his full potential in, and then Kwon kind of got in there and stole the spotlight, right? But with Master Kim's coaching, no disrespect to Axel, but Yoon can be a truly ruthless and truly terrifying teen antagonist. Because the problem with Axel is Axel is strong, but we're always going to think about that his mind is being messed with. Where Yoon, where one thing we've learned over the course of not just Cobra Kai, but multiple shows, multiple mediums, like Jacob says, every version of nuanced take here in a nuanced situation. Revenge sells. It does. It always sells. So if Yoon is driven by revenge, it will make him not think clearly and do things that he's not done before. So I think, yeah.
Right. Here's something I want to point out, though.
What you
Here's
say?
something I want to point out, though.
Yeah.
It's something that I've been saying. The kids are not going to be the villains. They're not going to. We need to stop thinking of them in terms of villains. There's going to be 3 villains, and that's Silver, Wolf, and Master Kim. So we need to stop thinking of the kids, any of the kids, as villains.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Joe. I call them antagonists. Antagonists. That's what I call them.
I'm not saying like that they're going to be pure evil. I'm just saying that.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, we just need to stop thinking of the kids as villains because they're not. None of the kids are villains.
Right, but we still have to treat them like they're antagonists because we have the good guys.
Antagonist. Okay, maybe antagonists. Bullies.
So Zara isn't a villain, but Zara's an antagonist. Axel is an antagonist because he's temporary. Where Zara and Yoon could be more full-fledged.
That's what I mean. Okay, so no longer villains for the teens. Yes. Antagonists, because I'm hearing that word too much.
You don't think of it like villains
when it comes to the term, when it comes to the teens are not the villains.
Yes,
they are antagonists. They are bullies, but they're not the villains.
In terms of the plot, the teens need someone to fight, and that's what it comes down to. Is you need to have someone. You have the big 3 dangerous people. They're going to occupy the senseis. But then you got these other guys. The teens. Well, the adults need to get their shine. The teens still need to get something. And
Zara and Yoon.
And this will make sense. This also makes me think. Oh, I have an even more interesting theory now too.
All right, go ahead, Joe.
Even though she didn't really partake in the tournament, there was one of my biggest criticisms of the season that I'll get into when I finish all part 3 is that we put Tori into Cobra Kai because of lack of female captains, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there were other females in Cobra Kai, like in Korean Cobra Kai, that they can use. And there's even one of them that I believe she teaches I've seen her on Instagram a couple times. She teaches like a kicking course for like in Taekwondo for like how to like kick properly and do all these really cool things to make your kicks look really fancy. And she did both stunt double work for Alicia Hannah Kim, who plays Sensei Kim, but also played her own individual character. And maybe this is the chance to. I know that we want to have, like you said, Melissa, we could get Zara and Sam will have their moment, right?
Yep.
But maybe this is also the time where if this is going to be a free-for-all between these multiple different dojos, then maybe it is time that maybe it won't be a big rivalry, but you are going to have maybe one of these Cobras, just like our OG Cobras usually do. We're going to get that antagonistic feel from another female student because of the fact that we need to have, at some point, while they could team up, we also need individual antagonists for our characters. And I think that the characters that need their own individual ones are the characters that have been slept on so far. So
you know what? I actually like that Sam being rivals with one of the Korean female characters. Like that would be cool.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool. I don't know. I still think that she is going to have a rival with Zara because I do think that they need to bring at least one something to bring Tori and Sam together.
I still have a rivalry. I think that will still happen. I think it will still be a big deal. But before Sam joins Tori, they have to fight individually to make their way to who this person is. So everyone in this fight is going to have to, and I don't know if I talked to you about this yet, Chosen. I've talked to Melissa about this. I still think even if it does end up eventually that the teens and the adults are separate, I still think this fight will start with the adults and teens side by side. Like, I still think that it's going to start where, like, you'll get a scene where there's other senseis in Iron Dragons that could be a problem. And I think what might happen is, like, they might use, like, the other senseis to kind of be, like, the first true army. So, because you want to, like, because let's be honest, okay? Johnny and Daniel and Chosen. Yes, they're going to fight Master Kim. Yes, they're going to fight Silver, and they're going to fight, right? But
hey Joe, can I actually say something?
I need to finish something first.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But you'll be next, I promise. But so the whole thing with this is, even though those characters are legendary villains, when you look at how much screen time the teens have gotten this entire season so far of the 10 episodes, right? You really just want to see Johnny, Daniel, and Chosen only get one big fight in this entire part? No, I think they have to at least get to fight some other people that lead into their bigger battles, because I think it makes sense. Because
sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. Sorry, that person said something funny.
You can say what you need to say now.
All right. Okay, so we're all talking about like how great it would be to see Master Kim versus Silver, Master Kim versus Chosen. What if we get a Master Kim versus Wolf?
We can get that too. I said this too. I think
we get a Master Kim versus Wolf.
I think that's likely.
I don't think Wolf is working on Master Kim, so I can see that. I can definitely see that.
I'd like to see that fight.
I think all the senseis are gonna fight Master Kim. It's gonna be a freaking endgame.
But see, Wolf is gonna be the only antagonistic sensei that, or villain sensei that actually gets away.
He'll get away. Yeah.
With his life.
I've actually been thinking more and more about the idea of what they said about the softer side of Wolf, and I don't think it's going to be anything crazy. Like, it's not going to ruin the character. But one thing I thought about that's kind of interesting, Melissa, is if Master Kim is going to be a legit dangerous final threat, maybe we end up seeing sensei pairs go at Master Kim. So maybe what ends up happening is the softer side, and their partnership started with, if we win the tournament, hey, then you're gonna get to be the sensei of your dojo again, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing I was thinking about. After Kreese is gone, Silver's gonna have no one, and like he said, he has nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
But what if the thing that ends up happening? This is why Wolf will live. Maybe one of the biggest things that will be so interesting is that maybe you really see throughout this entire experience, Wolf and Silver realize how much alike they truly are, and they are the ones that really bond. And while they're both evil in their own twisted ways, they both are willing to stay that way and accept who they are. But when they need each other, even though they're both evil and have their own plans and their own ideas, they stick together so that they know that they actually generally grow a fondness for each other. Like, I feel like Wolf could be the brother that Kreese never was to Silver. Like, I feel like they get each other. They understand. They know what the agenda is. They don't have an opposite vision of who's right, who's wrong. Like, because if you look at part 2, like, Wolf never questioned anything Silver did. He and Silver let him instantly play. Like, you can see, like, did you notice when Silver gets hit by Kreese, right?
Yeah.
You know how Wolf's right there to go and do whatever, like, needs to get done?
Yeah.
Oh, no worries, not karate. No worries, theaters. Have a good day. But
bye, theaters.
Could you imagine if we lost? Come back. Could you imagine if like if you look at that scene, you know, with Kreese? I think that if Silver would have given the order and Silver was generally bothered and by that punch, I think Wolf would have frankly beat the living crap out of Kreese because it seems like he's going to. Like, I know whoever Silver was, Wolf was always there to aid him.
Yeah.
In that moment. So it seems like they've kind of developed some sort of friendship over the course of this time they've had together.
Yeah.
And I'd wonder if that's going to play a deeper role in part 3, which I think would be really interesting if they did go that route. Even though he's good, I'd like to see Silver still find someone that he could, as evil and twisted as they both are, and they both should never teach kids again in their entire lifetime.
No.
What we know they're going to do. I still want them to, for a majority, be happy as individuals.
Yeah.
Like a mutual respect kind of situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's entirely. I think that is entirely possible.
So I don't know how long Chosen comes back. Oh, you want to say something? What's the go ahead?
Yeah, I was gonna say for Giusetto, I don't think that Dublin Thunder girl's coming back. I think she was just like a throwaway rival, just to give Sam at least a rival in the Sekai Tekai. But she's nothing more than a throwaway. That's why I think like if you're gonna give Sam an arc, you got it. It's and you want to have her and Tori working together. It should be it's more than likely going to be Zara. And not now, granted, now again, it's going to be like similar to what Chosen's and Daniel's Chosen and Daniel's rivalry was with Silver in season 5, where Silver and Chosen had their own rivalry, but Daniel and Silver's was the more intense rivalry. It's going to be the same thing with Zara, Sam, and Tori, where Zara and Sam will have their own rivalry, but it's Zara and Tori's rivalry that will be the more intense one.
Agreed. I like that, actually. I think that's a good way of looking at it. Wonder how long it's going to take Tyrell. And I can't believe we lost Chosen all the way. I thought he'd just be gone temporarily.
Yeah. So did him and Charlie work things out?
Chris?
Yeah, Chris. I'm sorry, Chris.
Well, so here's the thing. So Retrolad was having a really rough day, and Chosen is just extra. And those two dudes, like, they're just... Retrolad's specifically a person, I mean, he's from the UK. He gets very stubborn. And sometimes you can't have two alphas in a group because they cancel each other out.
Yeah.
And one of the things that's really hard is, Retrolad's really good at being an alpha. It's the way he carries himself. But also, even though I respect Chosen, he's my friend, sometimes Chosen does some fucking bullshit stuff. And Retrolad has just kind of had enough of that shit. So, and when some people are bothered by something, they can play nice, but it's not like they're going to be friends because it's just tough.
Yeah, no, and when that happened,
back Chosen.
Okay, I'll tell you later, Joe.
Yeah, no, I understand. What happened? Did your internet come out at you?
No, my computer crashed for some reason.
Whoa! What was happening?
That was
You sound like You sound like Darth Vader.
He went. Chosen went full on robot.
He sounds like Darth Vader. He sounds like Luke. I am your father.
He totally does. That's hilarious. He went full robot mode.
Yeah.
He's more machine than man now.
Oh my god, I can't help it.
Hey, Darth Chosen, can you say, Luke, I am your father?
No, I'm good. I don't want to say that.
You sound like him. Why not? You sound like him.
Oh my god.
I'm in full robot mode.
Hey, you calm down, okay?
Oh my god, what is wrong with that mic? That's hilarious.
I'll be right back.
No worries. I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
Terrible.
What did you do, Chosen?
I don't know. My mic is perfectly fine, bro.
Doesn't sound like it's working fine.
Yo, Joe, I know you got that. I remember the parts of Watch Party, you had those voices.
Yeah, I have my
Watch Party with those voices.
Yeah, you see his Watch Party? Remember before the parts came out, you had those voices.
Oh yeah, I did have that. I did have that voice changer. That's true.
Yeah.
Now you sound like you have like a crush on helium and aluminum over there. Yeah. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
you got lots of replay now, Chosen. You got to hear yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna hear myself because I don't know what are you guys talking about. Okay, I'm perfectly fine. I'm not Darth Vader.
No, you're not perfectly fine.
No, dude, you got like so much static in your voice. It's insane.
Okay, am I good?
No.
You know what? Screw it. I like being Darth Vader. Screw it. I mean, Darth Chosen makes sense.
No, we can understand what you say. Oh, I guess we're gonna when Melissa gets back from what she's doing, I guess we'll actually be able to have a nice peaceful stream for a chance without you interrupting because you can't really speak for once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard yeah, I am a robot. Roger. That's all I heard from that situation.
Like, I'm not even gonna talk.
That's hilarious. Oh, poor Chosen. What can we do with Chosen? We're just waiting for Melissa to come back. She had something to do, I think.
Yeah, that just came out of nowhere. At the moment you just came in here.
Oh, you're back. We were just dealing with robot Chosen.
Darth
Real
Vader
quick.
still in the stream, or
Yeah.
did Chosen come back?
Nope, it's still him.
I would say it's still maybe full percent Vader.
Oh, okay. Well, we got Darth Sam, so we might as well get Darth Vader.
Yep.
That's true. All we need is Dark Hawk now.
Yep.
What? I wanted to ask.
Oh my god!
I
I was
wanted
going to talk about that. I was going to talk about that shit. That caught me off guard when I saw them talking about the college stuff with Robbie in there. When I was like, who the fuck is this guy talking next to Sharon? I was like, oh shit! Oh, she finally got a new boyfriend now.
You want to know what's funny is that Johnny looked like he wanted to deck Counselor Blatt.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be sad. Part of Johnny's growth through part 3, because these writers are awesome, is gonna be him learning that's old Johnny to strike first. So now he's gonna be much more.
Yeah,
I actually think this season, or not this season.
Yeah, he wanted to get into a fight with her, but then Carmen interrupted it.
Not only Carmen, but I also think that Johnny's going to come to the mentality of this season. This part is we're going to be looking at a very different, calm and collected Johnny, and focused. He'll still joke around from time to time, but I don't think he's going to be the same Johnny we've dealt with in season 6 before.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I know a lot of people have their doubts about them fixing Johnny.
I guarantee you, I guarantee you that this is what I've been saying. Everybody is just written off season 6, and I kept saying over and over again, wait till you see part 3. Wait till you haven't seen the 3rd part, and I guarantee you that when everybody sees part 3, everyone's going to be like in awe. Like they're going to be so amazed at how great part 3 is.
I think they will. I think you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right on that one, I believe.
I said part 3 is probably going to be better than you think, but everybody had their doubts because they didn't like part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, they have to judge because they don't know what to compare it to. They don't know what to
watch Karate. After we come out of nowhere, after part 3 comes out, be like, you know what, part 3 was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
We'll see what happens.
I mean, I'm not really expecting him to like part 3, but you never know.
What matters, Jake, Melissa and I had this conversation last night, is that we enjoy it. And that we keep our feelings on what we like. That's why we have our own individual YouTube channels. That's why we're our own individual people, because That's what that does. Oh, speaking of which, Melissa, I didn't get a reply from that guy, but I was going to tell you that he liked my comment about the rivalry.
Oh, but he didn't say anything.
No, but it's pretty interesting that he liked it.
Okay.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World Stream was pretty wild last night, huh?
Yeah, there was some interesting stuff for sure. Not what I expected it to be.
I hope. Do you think we'll get the trailer tomorrow?
I think we might.
So.
I think we might. So here's the thing I was thinking about. What I was thinking about was the fact that I know that in the past, even though we got Cobra Kai news today, that Snake and Gi has always been used for the trailer. So
Right.
I secretly think that What's Up Netflix was hooking up something secret, but
it's possible.
You know what
come
I
out
think
tomorrow,
that they did
but...
this? You know what I think that they did this? I think, and this probably goes with with your sources, that somebody was lit a fire under them, saying that they better start promoting they better start promoting this part today.
yeah.
I think somebody lit a fire under them.
I mean, I have a theory that this whole event that they did today with all the other Netflix things, I think initially they weren't going to show anything. And I think they got forced and like, oh, we have
That's what I'm saying. I think somebody lit a fire under them.
No,
I think you're right. I think they did get divorced.
If it doesn't come out tomorrow, it sure as hell better come out next week because it's not coming out the week of.
Yeah, but I think no, definitely. That's what I'm saying. It's like somebody lit a fire under them because that's why we got clips and we got production art, whatever you want to call it. We got at least one poster.
Yeah.
So I think
also, I wanted to talk to you about, I was talking to them before you came in. I wanted to talk to you since we can't really talk to Chosen since he doesn't really speak much right now other than Robot at this stage.
And Darth Vader.
Yeah, Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. No, Darth Vader Chosen.
When the sneak peek came out, Melissa, I almost shed a tear because the big three in one single scene. I now have a new level of hope for part 3.
I told you. You can't.
Because the one scene that I did not think we were going to get was the one thing that gave me hope.
Johnny and Robbie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I told you, I said, this is why you can't give up hope. You can't, lose faith. Sometimes you have to take a deep breath. Wait, Jake. Sometimes you have to take a deep breath and just take a step back and stop listening to what other people say and start listening to what you think and what you say. I mean, you can take what they say into consideration, but ultimately it's what you say and it's what you think and it's what you believe.
Yeah, agreed.
That matters. What, Jake?
I was going to say, the first 8 minutes for me was enough marketing for me. Like, I don't know if I even need the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said that earlier. I feel like I agree with you, Melissa, and I just feel, for me, I feel rejuvenated because now I am still skeptical because there are still a couple. Oh, there's Tyrell. Perfect. Welcome, my friend. Perfect time.
Hey, Tyrell. Hey. So what were you saying, Joe?
I just have a feeling like that one single thing why it was so important to me was like there's been other moments where they've had opportunities to do that moment, and then they do something like, oh, like it's great that Daniel is teaching Sam alone and that Johnny's teaching Robbie alone. And as much as I love Miguel, I'm so glad that Miguel is not in that scene. Because I know in season 5 we got to see Johnny and Robbie fighting together and stuff in Mexico.
Right, yeah.
But their end mission was still going to get Miguel. So Miguel was still the focus of that situation. Where here's the thing that I feel is so awesome about this is, one, we never thought we'd see Johnny train Robbie in Miyagi-Do or train him at all. And now seeing him train him. And I don't know if you caught it, Melissa, because we knew from the previous shows that Rob was going to throw some pretty impressive kicks against Axel. But
Oh yeah, I saw that.
when,
I saw that he was teaching them the tornado kick.
He did, which I thought was made me so happy. My heart was filled. I was like, I was so excited.
Yeah, Robbie is the third fighter out of the teams in Miyagi-Do to actually perform that kick after Sam and Miguel.
Yeah. After I watched,
now all three of them know it.
Yeah.
It's good to have. Well, they got to have something, because you know what I saw saw that's crazy that I think is insane.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the male fighters, not and you just take the girls out of it for a minute, right? The pop culture, we're talking about this. I know either Netflix did this or the writers did this just because they wanted to. I don't know how it works, but at one point when you're looking at season 1 through 3, you can say, oh, the top teens are Robbie, Miguel, and Hawk, right? Now it's Robbie, Miguel, and Kenny.
Yeah.
And
for the males.
Is what's gonna be crazy? I'm gonna put a wild prediction out for you guys. I have a theory that when we get the epilogue of what happens, like the flash forward to where all the kids are at, I think we're gonna find out that Kenny's gonna win. We won't see it, but it'll be referenced, right? I think there's gonna be a scene where the teen mentions it, one of the adults mentions that Kenny won the next All Valley like years ago or years later.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, I think that's hilarious, right? Like, I know Miyagi is all about balance and stuff. Like, it's super scary to me. Like, Miguel and Robbie, they know how to defend themselves and they keep it offense, right? So, and that's awesome. They know offense, and defense. But you gave a kid the ability to, if he stole his piece of music, his toys, anything in school, made him shit himself again, he will end you.
Yeah.
This teen will end you with one move. Like, nobody in Miyagi-Do has that move right now, like, except for Kenny, and I think that's insane. Like, just imagine. That was a nice match of Fortnite we played today. Oh, wait. Oh, you kicked my ass? Oh, I'm coming over there and I'm going to silver bullet you out into next week. Like, I don't want to play video games with Kenny, bro, because just imagine you're chilling. Like, imagine Sean and Kenny are just playing like, oh, sorry, punk bitch. And he's like,
oh my God, imagine Sean with that move.
oh, God. Sean with that move. Oh. I haven't taken a little what-if video lately about Sean and Kenny both, like, if Kenny accepted Silver's offer to join Iron Dragons, I predicted he would say, if I'm joining, you got to let my brother join. And then you would have the two. Oh, my God. Could you imagine the Taikai finals if it was the Payne brothers versus, like, Robbie and Miguel? Like, oh, my God. Like,
yes. Oh, my God is right.
That would have been insane. Like, I'm kind of mad. Like, I kind of want that version of the show right now because I want to see that. I don't know why. It just makes me want to see it. Like it's just crazy. But I just imagine, like, it's so crazy to me. Like, I remember, like, people can say they don't like Kenny, they say whatever, but Miguel did some great things. People can't deny that when they called Kenny off that plane to come in part 2. People can say they want him at part 2, but Kenny came out to play. He was ready, like, and he didn't silver bullet anyone in that tournament.
No, he didn't.
Which is insane because that's his strongest move by far. It's gonna be so basically the way you got to look at it is it will be a one dojo win. So I'm not gonna reveal who wins, but just know that it will be multiple wins for multiple people.
Yeah.
I'm not going to reveal it because even though I know it, I don't talk about leaks here that in depth, and I don't want to talk about spoilers because we won't know until we watch the show.
Yeah.
That's where I strongly. Yeah. I actually found out more today that I don't trust these leaks as much anymore because I found out one of the biggest ones that people, even the writers, were trying to back that might have been trolling us that actually might be fake. Because I think the explosion thing that people have been freaking out about lately is fake.
Yeah.
The explosion at the All Valley.
Yes.
Yeah.
I talked to someone today, and they seem to be insinuating that that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too much of a shark jump for the show. And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I think that if any place is going to get burnt, I think if it's going to go down, it's going to be Miyagi-Do,
yeah.
and it's going to be because of Silver.
Well, so the name, technically, if you really think about it, it depends how you look at it, because it may be a dojo that you think of, but it might also be a dojo you don't think of, because they're not the same dojo. They started as one dojo and ended in another.
Right.
That's the thing.
See, here's the thing, because the reason why I think it's Miyagi-Do is because when you go back, I know, and I know we don't like to really talk about the Karate Kid Legends, but if
No, I think it's
you
great
watch that
stuff.
trailer, that they when they go back to the Miyagi-Do dojo in that trailer, it's completely different, and it's set 3 years later after the events of Cobra Kai.
Yeah, I definitely think that's definitely what happened. But also, let me answer this real quick to this person. I don't want to say any theory or anyone's take on anything is bad, but look,
No, that's not happening.
if the show was to continue on and they want to do a season 7, that could happen. But because this is the end, the good guys are going to win. That's just how storytelling works. If you understood storytelling, you would know narratively when it's the end of the story, the good guys have to win. That's how it works. And any good storyteller knows that. Like, I understand, like, that you guys love Iron Dragons, and you think they're so unstoppable, they want to win. Why is that not happening? So are you saying Miyagi-Do winning? Yes. Obviously.
Yeah.
But there won't be Miyagi-Do.
There'll be Cobra Kai.
In name.
Cobra Kai wins.
There'll be Cobra Kai in name. There'll be
Only.
Cobra Kai in name.
Cobra Kai in name will win. OG Cobra Kai will win.
Yeah, they have to win this tournament because they've already lost. They've already lost twice.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's all about when you look at the nuance in storytelling, and also I kind of think I know who this person is by the comments they're making, but I'm playing nice right now.
Okay, because they're right now playing nice.
But why is Miyagi-Do taking over Cobra Kai to win? It's not ridiculous.
It's not.
It's not ridiculous. Johnny is Cobra Kai. So is Miguel. So and Tori too. You know, it's like if Miyagi-Do gets eliminated, Cobra Kai is their only option.
So I think I know who this person is.
I already said I
know.
I know. Yeah. Right now they're playing. Right now they're playing nice. So we're gonna play nice with them.
We're just debating. This guy always comes in and says that he can debate us out. We'll debate back if we have to.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Right now, it's just a friendly discussion. Look.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. I'm going to pick this up real quick. So here's the thing. They're doing this because this is the end of the show. And I know people seem to forget this. And I know people like, someone that's in the chat right now would like to call us Miyagi-Do Sims. But if you don't know anything about this entire situation, it started with Cobra Kai. It is only natural it ends with Cobra Kai.
Yep.
But it has to be the right Cobra Kai. It can't be an evil Cobra Kai. What you need to understand, the lesson the show is trying to teach you is that even something that is bad can be used for good.
Yes.
And I mean, I know this is Cobra Kai, but I'm just going to say, Stan Lee said it best. With great power comes great responsibility. And I think that applies here as well. Because I think that that's the thing that you need to pay attention to. Because but how is Johnny, right? You don't understand. Kreese and Kim, they're going to work with Johnny. They're going to work together. But it's Johnny's Cobra Kai. Because when Quan died, Korean Cobra Kai, they don't care about the tournament anymore. They don't have that desire anymore, that drive. But Johnny, he's going to win because this is the moment that we've all been waiting for with his character.
Right, but he's going to give it to Johnny. He's going to give it to Johnny.
He started it, but what you need to remember is Johnny, after Kreese walked away, Johnny brought it back. and Johnny used it in a way that nobody else who's ever held the name Cobra Kai ever did. He actually bettered kids' lives. Didn't teach them to be bullies. There was moments where they did become bullies a little bit, but like Hawk situations, that's mostly because of manipulation. But at its core, Johnny wanted Cobra Kai to be better. And you can say what you want about it, but we are going to come to the conclusion by the end of this show, and I've seen this happen, where Cobra Kai at the end of this show will not stand for No Mercy anymore. That's going to go away.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah.
We're going to make something that was once bad into good.
Yep.
Yeah. They're going
And
to...
it will make perfect sense why Johnny is not in Karate Kid Legends.
Yeah, imagine...
Oh, you had something to say, Melissa? Go ahead.
Yeah, imagine if the new Cobra Kai motto is strike first, strike hard, some mercy.
Yep. That'd be hilarious.
Strike first, strike hard, show mercy.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny if it's like show occasional mercy within some degrees. Like occasionally we show mercy, occasionally not. Oh man, that would be funny.
Before I came on the stream, like, were you guys talking about Master Kim? Like, made
Yeah.
We were, yes, because Chosen had a photo of him. But Chosen sounds like Darth Vader right now because his mic's all jacked up.
Yeah, and also I talked about that image with Cobra Kai with Master Kim in part 3. They made him look like a Yoda from Lord of the Rings, Master Kim.
I'm telling you, he looks like Saruman the White. That's fucking Christopher Lee if I ever seen him.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I don't think I should talk about this, but like, you know, like since like when we didn't get the trailer earlier, which I admit I was pretty disappointed. Like I couldn't help myself but to see what was it called, like the opening minutes, but I only watched the first 2 minutes of it and I stopped right there.
No. Yeah, listen. Sometimes we just have to let our feelings out, and it's okay.
I know.
Sophia, Miyagi's not demoralizing Cobra Kai, dematerializing Cobra Kai. It's not true. Cobra Kai Miyagi-Do are going to win together. Miyagi-Do is going to be Cobra Kai in name. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, you need to understand.
Johnny is Cobra Kai.
Yep.
He is Cobra Kai.
Yeah, you just need to understand that, you know, in story, things progress. Like, if Daniel has come into the point where he is literally...
Think about it like this. Wait, Joe. Let me put it to you this way. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good.
Yeah, I want to think about it like this way. A big part of the show is Johnny and his Cobra Kai embracing Miyagi-Do. Now we're into the final part where it's Miyagi-Do that has to embrace Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. That's him. That's him.
Yeah, we know who you are now. You already did it. And
we know.
We've tried to you. You're not going to listen. We understand. But one thing that I think you need to understand is you can have your opinion and you can debate people all you want. And, you know, your personal choice, we're not going to get into that. This is just a personal debate about our favorite show. But what I will tell you is you have the right to have your opinion in whatever view you want, but you're not the writer of the show. You're not controlling the narrative here. And the narrative of how this works, you clearly don't understand this is bigger than you. This is bigger than us.
I banned
This
him.
goes- This goes
bigger than all of us.
I
The
banned
roots
him,
of
Joe.
the show are so strong that the tree will continue to survive for generations.
Yep.
That's
I banned him.
And it's like I said, for more than half the show, we've seen Johnny and Miguel and his Cobra Kai embrace Miyagi-Do. Now we're in the final part where it's Miyagi-Do that has to embrace Cobra Kai.
Some people think it's not necessarily the writer's fault, but it's kind of the way that they did things ever since season 4. I feel like ever since season 4, when Silver got so much screen time in season 5, you can just tell there's so many people because we got one full season of Silver being such a big deal. They act like it's Silver's show, and then they get mad when Silver doesn't give his way. But you're meant to. Well, it's awesome to root for the villain. You have to accept this show isn't from the villain's perspective. It started as an antagonist perspective to the person who is now forging himself a hero. Like, that's the whole idea. You're taking someone who was the biggest bully on the planet and seeing his story. What happened to the guy that got crane kicked in the face, lost his tournament, hit rock bottom, became an alcoholic, abandoned his son, and now is about to have a brand new daughter. This is called progression, circle of life. All of these philosophies that happen. This show hits you in the real feels. It's not about good and evil. It's not about that. It is about life and philosophy and legacy.
Yeah.
And it's always meant to happen. You want to say something, Jake?
Yeah.
I just want to tell Tyrell, when you get a chance, I do recommend you watching all the whole 8 minutes when you get the chance.
Yeah, they actually say something about they actually have a clip where they say where Daniel and Amanda talk about Sam and college. And then there's an ending clip where Master Kim talks to Sensei Kim and Kreese about what he wants to do.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, Kreese is gonna feel like it's not worth it. But Master Kim is he's not gonna want to stop.
No,
he won't. He won't stop.
And talking about Master Kim a little bit more, I feel like he probably doesn't even know that it was Axel and the other dragons that got Quan killed. He
True,
probably might
find that out.
Yeah.
We don't know yet, but I feel like he might be out. He might want to go after Miyagi though.
Well, something we're going around with when you were gone is that we actually think that I think Master Kim, the writers might throw a curveball, and you and I once said, Tyrell, even though a lot of the fandom wanted, like, you have Wolf, you have Silver, you have Master Kim, right? But I said with you ever since season 6 started, and I actually still think this is still the case, even though I think I've opened my mind to the possibility of there being the big 3 villains, right?
Yeah.
You can have the big 3 villains and still have them be antagonists and still serve their purpose. But I think one thing that I think is absolutely true, and I think this is even more true than in this moment than it was previously. I think we can accept, Tyrell, that Master Kim being truly the final villain is truly that he might be alone. He might have his army, and he might be fighting solely for just himself. Silver and Wolf might still be going up against the heroes, but it's their own personal vendettas against them. And we even opened up to the idea that Silver and Master Kim, everyone expects Silver and Master Kim because of their history from Karate Kid 3 to team up, right?
Yeah,
but Silver's changed their perspective. What if it's that Master Kim is so evil now, and while Silver is evil and has nothing to lose, he's not at the level that Master Kim is.
No.
So
Master Kim is gonna want to kill all of them, not just the Miyagi-Dos, but also Silver and Wolf.
In that scene, it implies that there's an implication of that.
Yeah,
it's going to be a 3-way battle, pretty much.
I'm down for it. It's the most different thing we've ever gotten. I'm down.
Yep.
I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I'll enjoy watching the tournament stuff, even though there's been so many leaks about it. But because it's not been in any leaks and stuff, and I know that they want to keep some surprises, but I really hope, because we've seen so much of the tournament stuff, please, when this trailer comes out, if you're listening to me, writers, you're listening to me, Netflix, please heed my words. I don't need to see all of it, but just a tiny glimpse of what awaits us in episode 15 in this trailer, please. Because we need something. We need something different that just knocks our socks off and go, oh shit, I can't wait. February 13th, come on, baby, let's go. Like, come on.
Oh, also, Joe, you want to tell my theory about what could happen between Silver and Master Kim?
Don't you want to tell him? It's your theory.
I have a theory.
Okay.
I think you know how in season 5 when Chosen was telling Daniel about Master Kim, about why Master Kim's style was was so like controversial in the karate world, and why Master Kim and Sato had a rivalry with each other.
Yeah.
Well, and that because his karate style was based on deception. Well, what if Master Kim, of all people, is able to deceive Silver, of all people, and have him believe that he's on Silver's side. So and he helps him, and he helps him all the way until after Silver kills Kreese, and it's an epic, and it's that epic fight, and like Silver has his guard way lowered, and after Silver kills Kreese, like not long after, with Silver's guard down, that is when Master Kim kills Silver.
I get. I know what you're on. I know what you're on. You're definitely onto something. Like I can totally picture that. Like one, it will be kind of like an Emperor Palpatine moment with Master Kim, where Silver kills Kreese, and then Master Kim momentarily congratulates him. He's like, "Good, Silver, good." And then Silver will feel so much pride that he took Kreese out, but that will be his downfall, as we'll throw him under the bus.
Yep, exactly.
And take all the glory for himself.
And he does it in front of his own students.
And in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And then Daniel, Chosen, and Johnny be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. Yep. Jake, what'd you want to say?
So, Tyrell, basically, in the very end of the first 8 minutes, Master Kim is talking to Kreese, and he's trying to figure out a plan, and they're talking about Quan Seth, and then he's all like, "They killed one of my students. Now it's time for us to kill one of theirs."
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So when he says students, you could probably picture maybe Axel.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's why I think is good. That's what I think is going to have Axel turn over to Miyagi-Do for help.
Yep.
Because he does have a connection. His connection with Sam is genuine. I mean,
Agreed.
I don't agree with his one-sided rivalry with Miguel. I think he needs to grow up. I hate him for what he does. I don't like him very much for what he does to Miguel, but his connection with Sam is genuine. He does he does like her, and he does care about her. So I think like it's going to be Sam that helps him.
We all need a wake-up call sometimes. I predict that his wake-up call is going to be him getting that classic what do they call it, 540 hook kick from the coma dream to his face.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the thing that wakes him up.
Yeah, because I think Silver is going to really be putting his war tactics, and as well as Wolf with his physical abuse, into play into Axel's mind, and to making him like an incontrollable, like robotic beast.
Yeah.
That Robbie and Miguel have to face.
I agree.
And I think like once he wakes up, once he snaps out of it, that's when he's going to like realize what Silver and Wolf did to him, and the kind of threat, the kind of danger he's really in, and he's going to go over to Miyagi-Do. I think his connection and bond with Sam is going to like really make him see that Miyagi-Do is a better way than the Iron Dragons.
Yep.
I think Sam was really going to help him there.
Yep. Pretty much a life that Wolf and Silver has taken away from Axel. It will be given back to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
think
yeah,
Sam is going to be the one that gives it to him. I
Yeah, I
think this is where Sam is really going to show her sensei, her role as a sensei, like her sensei roles that they took out in part one, and they could have used in part two. But I think this is where, I think. What do you think, Joe? I think this is where her sensei role is really going to come to shine, like with
Yeah, I think
Tori
so.
and with Axel.
I think you're absolutely right on that one.
What is it, Jake?
You got something to
Chosen
say?
makes a good point in the chat here. He says we all thought Quan knocking out Diego was not knocking out Diego was
Was
bad.
bad.
Wait until Miguel
Oh
knocks
yeah.
out Axel.
Yeah. Yep. Especially after he injures Robbie.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Miguel
Yep.
will be in his prime, true prime.
Yep. And yeah, I just think like with Daniel and Amanda, they were talking about Sam going to college. Like they want her to like go to a school that's close to them. I think she's going away. I
Yeah,
think she's
exactly.
leaving the
Oh
valley.
yeah.
I don't even think she's going to college. I think she's either
No.
going to Okinawa or she's traveling the world.
Exactly, because like if her arc is about going to college, whether no matter where that is, there's really not an arc for her to
No.
have in part 3.
Yeah, no, there really isn't.
No.
But I think but that's going to be a huge part of her. But that's like we talked about many times, Melissa. That's going to be a huge part of Sam's arc, her sensei role.
And
You know,
and like getting Daniel to let go.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Chosen says he agrees with you, Melissa. He doesn't think
Yeah.
he's going to college
Yep.
either.
Yep. Thank you, Dark Chosen.
Speaking of which, there's something else I wanted to mention that I noticed I was going to talk to you guys about.
Yeah.
In that, once again, the dialogue is everything in that first 8 minutes, Melissa.
Yeah.
Did you notice during the part of Daniel talking to Lillian and Manouche? I think that there's something in the early part of I don't know if they'll tell us or if it's just after what happened during the Sekai Taikai in part 2 that happened, but something changed in Daniel that's very different.
Yeah, I did notice
Oh
that.
yeah, yep, I can see it.
Because
Definitely.
in the 8 minutes, he tells Lillian and Manouche, no more bonsai trees.
Yeah, he's starting to slowly cut off his connection with Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah,
Slowly.
which I think is going to be temporary until he really realizes that he needs to stand, like, just do things on his own, but also still honor Miyagi in his own way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because he doesn't know, like, I guarantee you that death was an accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it may not even be like, in all honesty, like, what if like Miyagi didn't actually kill that guy? Like, what if he actually wasn't the one who did it? What if he could have been maybe covering for somebody?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, Chosen says that he was right about LaRusso Auto party being in episode 11, so it's gonna end with Carmen dropping the bottle, and then what happens there. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Which means it's
Yeah, but something else, and something else I want to point out too, like, I think whatever Daniel's going, I think the change that Daniel's going through, it gets resolved probably by the end of episode 11, because I think that what happens in I think that clip that we saw and with Daniel and Johnny training the students, I think that was episode 12.
Yeah,
I agree. I don't know if you heard about this earlier today, but apparently episode 11 is titled
Into the Fire.
Into the Fire, which makes sense with them burning Quan, right?
Right.
Well, so here's the thing that I thought about that's kind of interesting. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I really strongly feel that episode 12, especially with William Zabka directing it, all the different things, I guarantee episode 12 is going to be called Baby Laura. I just have a feeling, or something with Laura, because I just feel like that's going to be the focus of the next episode. Like, you're going to see all these other things. They'll be training for the tournament and doing all the things they're doing, but at the same time, Johnny is also one thing. You also got to remember is when you look at the date announcement teaser and Inside the Dojo, I think all the footage we've seen so far has only been from episode 11 and 12.
Yeah.
Because I think Axel versus Robbie is at the end of episode 12.
Yep. Be one of probably the last 10 minutes of episode 12 will be the when they resume the tournament. And like that sneak peek clip we saw, I think you've mentioned this already, Melissa, but I think that's episode 12 because I feel like that's when Daniel pretty much has gone over his issues. Maybe that's after he meets Julie, and Julie has kind of
I think episode 12 is going to be where Julie gets introduced.
I think so too.
Or reintroduced.
Yeah. Lil Liz, I can't wait for part 3. Looks like most of the leaks aren't really aligned with each other. Yeah, I love that. I love that we have
Thank
surprises.
God. Yeah,
It's
thank
great.
goodness.
Lil Wiz, is this your first time on the channel? Make sure you subscribe to all my friends here.
And Joe, answer her first question too.
I'm answering it right now. Oh, let me answer your question real quick. What do you think about Silver using his persuasion on Gunther to reinstate the tournament? Well, it's Silver. It's what he does. It just makes sense. He wants the tournament to happen. Well, then he's going to find a way.
And honestly, he doesn't care about Quan. He's not doing this for Quan.
It
He's doing this because
Let me share my link so she can follow.
It wasn't his student, so he could care less.
Let me share my link. So
Dark Chosen, that's a dream though too. Keep in mind that's a nightmare.
I'm gonna share my link.
Believe it or not, with Daniel's with this attitude, and I think there's one way it could get resolved, and it's that maybe the students are encourage Daniel not to give up. Maybe like Sam goes through Mr. Miyagi's trunk and she finds something that's related to Julie.
That could happen.
Yeah.
What if Sam's the one that discovers that Daniel needs to go on a quest to go find where Julie is by finding a clue?
And she goes with it.
Mm-hmm. That's possible.
Yeah, that could be.
Well, I know like Amanda, Daniel, and Chosen are going to go with them. Well, Amanda and Chosen are going to accompany Daniel on that mission.
Yeah, but that would be great, because don't forget, Sam was Mr. Miyagi's last student.
Yes.
He trained with him too. So her going through his trunk, it makes sense. And she finds something. Maybe she finds maybe something that says Jack Pierce.
Oh, absolutely. That would definitely be his main motive. I think you're onto something there.
Maybe something that belonged to Jack Pierce. That says his name, and Daniel's like, that name sounds familiar, and then that's what allows him. That's what allows him to remember Julie, to think back to Julie.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think so too.
Well, I'm talking about in episode 11, Dark Chosen, and I don't think she probably won't go with Daniel because I think you're right. She's going to be going on a date with Miguel and golf and stuff. I'm just saying, for how Daniel goes to Julie, that could be because of Sam. Like maybe Sam finds something in Daniel's trunk that connects that connects him to Julie, and maybe what she finds is something from Julie's grandfather, Jack Pierce. Because don't forget, Mr. Miyagi also trained Jack, Julie's grandfather.
True.
Yep.
And so I think that's very possible. And when Daniel hears that name, he's gonna be like, that name's he's probably gonna be like, that name sounds familiar, and then he's gonna remember Julie. Like Julie was being one of Mr. Miyagi's students.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be what
Daniel
happens.
did hint that it's in season 2 that it's been a while since Miyagi had more than 2 students, so that hints that
And he also
did train a lot.
Yeah, and he also hinted at it again in part 2. Remember when he was talking to the Sekai Tekai officials and sponsors, saying, I was my sensei's first student.
Yep.
He's hinted at it.
Chosen makes a good point. What if the gloves are a connection to Julie?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But it is possible that they might not necessarily be connected to her, because I think that when they went to the gloves, they went to a boxing ring. I think in part 1, I think that's where the gloves were connected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Other than that, they pretty much they've dropped clues throughout the show about Julie. So don't be surprised if she comes into the picture.
I mean, people have got to remember that Sam was Mr. Miyagi's last student, so her going through the trunk, especially if it meant helping her father, that it makes sense. It's not out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you.
Can shed light on. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all kind of saw it.
Yeah,
it's
kind of
unavoidable.
Sad.
Yeah, and it's sad. And also Tyrell, too. In the clip, they said that Quan had no family. That dojo, that dojang was his only family.
Yep, I did see that.
That's really sad.
I know. Makes us feel sympathy for Quan at this point.
Yeah. And also too, guys, I also noticed in the clip that they did release officially with Robbie and Sam and all of the kids training. Did you notice, you saw like Robbie training with Johnny and Sam training with Daniel, but like Tori's training alone, and they like made it a point to do that, to show that. Like that's really sad too.
That means Chris and Sensei Kim aren't there to guide her through her training. That she, because like they're back in Korea, obviously.
Yeah.
But of course, Tori won't be alone for that long, because I think after episode 12, they're gonna merge with Cobra Kai. That's what I think.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and just looking at the training Robbie did, like, did you guys see Chosen there, kind of standing on the sparring deck?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't think this is necessary to bring up. I kind of wish Sam was kind of involved in that circle. What is it called? That kind of training they did with Rob.
Yeah, sparring.
Yeah, sparring. Yeah.
Starts with a G.
So Andrew, it actually makes sense that it's back at the All Valley, because that's where it all started.
Yeah.
It ends where it all began.
Mm-hmm. And that's also a good point, Chosen, because once Tori sees what Robbie getting injured, of course she's gonna wanna gonna want to come back to Miyagi-Do, which will eventually join
believe it or
forces
not,
with Cobra
believe
Kai.
it or not, I don't think Tori's going back to Miyagi-Do. I think
Well,
she
no.
wants to stay Cobra Kai.
But she's gonna rejoin like the group, but not.
She'll rejoin the group. She'll rejoin the group, but she'll be like, she's like at when Miyagi-Do will only be in Cobra Kai, will only be Cobra Kai in name only, but she's gonna be like the only one that's pure Cobra Kai, you know.
Technically, they're gonna be the ones joining her.
Yeah. So, so that's what I'm saying. It's like Miyagi-Do's Cobra Kai in name only, but Tori's going to be the only one that's really the true Cobra Kai all the way in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the Cobra Kai, we have an official really.
No, so need. He said need an official image.
We need. Oh, okay, yeah, I missed that. Like, oh,
yeah, it would be nice to extend the episodes. I agree with what you're saying. I think it would be really nice to.
But you know what though, with these clips that we've gotten, I have renewed hope. Like you, Joe, I have renewed hope. I think now it's basically confirmed that everybody's going to get good endings where it does make sense.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what everybody's main gripe about is like, how can they fit all these arcs into 5 episodes? And they're showing us that they can do it. They found a way.
They're going to prove to us that it's possible.
Yep.
Definitely can expect part 3 to be written in season 3 style.
Yeah.
Where it was the most balanced.
Yeah, it does feel balanced. On the extended clip, Master Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's true.
Talking more about Master Kim, I believe judging by that extended clip of him wanting revenge for what happened with Quan, I feel like he'll be too late when he finds out that Johnny has retaken Cobra Kai, and that's gonna really piss him off.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's accurate. I think there's definitely a vision and a version of that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll bet you now, everybody who and I was just saying this to Joe, Tyrell. I'll bet you now that now that they've seen the clips, everybody who basically said that season 6 is the worst season, and part 3 is going to be terrible. Now they're all saying, "Oh, part 3 is going to be great," and that's what they've always been saying. Like that, that's what they've always that's as if they've always been saying that. But I've been saying that since the beginnings. Like, part 3 may be better than you think, but everybody was already they had already made up their minds that it was going to be awful. And now they're seeing these clips, and now they're swiftly changing their minds about it. And I'm like, okay. Just yesterday, you were saying part 3 is going to be the worst, and you pretty much closed the book on season 6 and saying it was the worst season in general. But now all of a sudden, you're all for part 3.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the frustration from these fans about how the first 2 parts turned out, but that doesn't define the whole season. Part 3 is like the heart of the whole season, of the whole show.
Right, and that's why I think it's going to be the most balanced.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, part 3, we're going to be getting season 3 Sam back.
Yes.
Yeah, they put their best energy.
And I feel like what you mentioned earlier, Melissa, of Sam being the one to open the door for Daniel to meet Julie. I feel like that will kind of be the start of her. That will kind of restart the arc that we saw in season 3.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is we're getting season. I think we're going to get season 3 Sam back. We've been wanting to get her back. I think we're getting her back in this part.
Yep. Because so far that's been her prime all throughout the entire show was season 3.
Yep. Season 2.0 Sam.
But and I think it will be her true prime.
Yeah.
For being honest, like her whole arc that has been even though they haven't set it up the best, according at least in our eyes, I feel like they've been secretly setting it up under our noses this whole time.
Yeah, they have. They had Joe, do you want to tell Tyrell the deleted scenes that they had in part 1?
Yeah, there's missing scenes of Sam with Devin and Tori training at Miyagi-Do.
Yeah, because like I swore we got an image of those 3 training together. I'm like, why didn't I see that anywhere?
Yeah, because that would have given Sam her that would have given Sam her shine. But they cut it out.
Just hope we can see some of that in part 3.
I think it's pretty much it. Just going by these clips alone, like even though we don't get much of Sam, I think we could pretty much guarantee it that we will be getting some. At least we're going to definitely see Sam in a leadership mode.
I agree.
Yeah.
Taking on more of the role of a sensei.
Yep.
But I think when she does take that role of a sensei, like I said, I think by the end, I think she'll probably be a sensei of her own dojo. Maybe in Okinawa.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think she's staying. I don't think she's staying in the valley. She
will find her own path.
Yeah, and I think wherever she goes, I think Miguel's going to go with her.
It is possible.
Kind of breaking that whole "I should have taken you with me" tradition thing we've gotten going.
You mean with Chosen?
I said I should have taken you with me. Tradition that we've gotten that we have in the Miyagi verse. That doesn't end well.
No.
Like, remember, like when Miyagi said it to Yukie?
Yuki.
Yep, Yuki. I should have taken you with me when he went to America. Chosen said it to Kamiko. It was like I made one mistake when I came to America. I should have taken you with me.
Awesome.
But Miguel and Sam are going to be the ones that break that.
Yep.
By taking each other with them. By going with each other.
Yep. After episode 12, I feel like Miguel's going to be like, screw Sanford.
Yeah.
He's not going to care about that anymore. Like, there's more important things to care about other than college.
I mean, and I know that fans are thinking, "Oh, Sam," I think thinking the worst of that. Oh, Sam's going to cheat on that. Sam's going to cause drama by sticking up for Axel and blah 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 blah. It's not always the case. Like people need to get over it. Yeah, Sam's going to stick up for Axel. She's going to be the only one that doesn't see him as a monster and a murderer. But that's going to wind up being a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, seriously, she's reaching out to somebody who's being abused. How can you turn that into such a bad thing and think that, oh, well, that's going to cause relationship problems and think that that's the most important, and put that above. She's literally trying to help somebody get out of a bad situation. She's putting their needs first, which shows how much she's grown and learned when she walked into Tori's apartment and saw what she's, her mom being bedridden and all of the things that have been going on in Tori's life.
Yeah.
Like,
bless you.
It really shows how much she's grown, and the fact. So I know people make fun of her. I know people like criticize her for saying this line, and in part 2, saying, "Oh, don't call him a monster. You don't know what he's going through." Yeah, I'll admit that that's cringy, and maybe the way that she said it might have been wrong, but at the same time, though, it shows how much she's grown.
Yeah.
Like season 2, Sam would have just written Sam off, would have just written Axel off as a monster, like
Yeah.
as an opponent. But this really showed that her saying that, wrong or not, not really the best, but it shows how much she's grown.
Yeah.
And developed and
Yeah.
become a much better character in terms of personality.
Mm-hmm.
Who's this girl? The announcer account. That's crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of, just real quick about Gunther, it's like kind of excited just seeing him finally, get together with the All Valley committee and seeing eye to eye with Daryl, who was likely going to be the announcer.
Yeah, you know what? I have a question. I'm surprised that nobody brought this up. How are Daniel and Johnny going to be convinced to enter their dojo into the Seke Teke after what happened?
Well, since we said that this is going to be like episode towards the end of episode 12 where this happened, I feel like episode 11 and most of episode 12 will kind of be like figuring kind of them rethinking their decision on how they're gonna trying to sort everything out with after what happened with Quan and at the end of part 2.
It kind of, I know that they have their reasons, but it kind of breaks my heart that Daniel's losing faith in Mr. Miyagi.
I know.
Especially when he doesn't know the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, Mr. Miyagi might not have, probably didn't kill anybody. I guarantee you he was probably covering for somebody. And the person who actually did do it was an accident.
Yeah.
Or maybe he owed that person. Maybe that person was trying to save his life or saved his life. He felt like he owed them. So he took the blame. Cause
at the end of episode 9, when they found out about when Daniel read through the record and saw that his match that the year he competed resulted in death. It doesn't really. It's kind of vague because they were pretty much jumping to conclusions like, oh, Mr. Miyagi killed his opponent.
And Gunther did say that a ray. He said that a ray of death did occur, but he never specifically, he said a ray of death. He never said that something's not. There's more to that. Something doesn't add up. He's Gunther said a ray of death did occur in that time period, but it never specifically named me Miyagi. The paper did, but it was never specifically said out loud that Mr. Miyagi was the one who killed him. Was the one that killed that guy. Something's not right.
Mm-hmm. And this is exactly why. Well, this pretty much. What was I going to say? This gives Julie every good reason to come into the show because she's the only one that can help Daniel realize all of this. That everything Mr. Miyagi did in the day, it's not what he thinks.
No. And that's probably why he didn't tell Daniel, because he was trying to maybe either it was an accident or he was covering for somebody. Mm-hmm. He took the blame. Either it was an accident or he took the blame for somebody else who he felt that he owed.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I've been thinking about Mr. Miyagi? I feel like his original name was definitely Kisuke Miyagi, and the reason why he became Nariyoshi is because he kind of changed his identity to get away from all the traumatic experiences that he had back from his past That's what I think.
I mean, I don't know because didn't he go by Narushi Miyagi in part 2 in Okinawa?
Yes, he did. But I'm talking about like
So-
going back way back.
So it would have had to have been the exact opposite. Like his original name, his actual name is Narushi Miyagi, but his false name is Kisuki Miyagi.
Yeah.
Joe, Jake, are you guys still there? You guys still with
here.
us? Well, what
still
you
here.
doing,
Yeah.
Joe? What you doing, Joe?
Texting my fiance real quick.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna start actually heading out, okay?
No worries. We're gonna wrap pretty soon anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
okay.
I might get
Yeah.
going too because like look at
Yeah.
the time, realize it's already this late.
Yeah.
We all gotta go to bed.
All right. So guys, this was a really great stream. Thank you so much for did I come up with any theories that you might consider doing a video on, Joe?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff to work on. I'll definitely be working on all stuff all day tomorrow. So
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys later. All right. I'll see you on Instagram, Joe. Maybe I'll call you
Yeah.
tomorrow.
yeah, I'll be around.
Available. All right, but and you